You try to do it again?
Yeah, I can. See what happens. Hey, Jane. So we're back. I don't know. Somebody's Starlink to do this every week because this is super fast service. Everything was fine, and then all of a sudden it you know went by. Hi Sam, how are you? Cindy, thank you.
Hello,
Yes, we're
everybody's come
back.
back.
So I
Yay.
hope you don't
Sam,
lose it
Tony,
again.
Jane.
But the problem is they have one cell phone tower here, and everybody's trying to go on it. So if they get too many people on it at once, it was super fast when we went on, and not so much right now. But next week we're going to do it differently. We're going to do it on a friend of ours, Starlink, over at Roy and Becky's. We can do it right outside. You all can look at the mountains. I mean, it doesn't really matter, right? So.
Yeah.
And that way we won't have this
Hello,
problem. We shouldn't always have this problem. Tim, how are you?
Boo
welcome,
from Tim.
Welcome.
Tim's happy because he got his wonderful Gracie to come home.
Yep,
Gracie's
came home back. She looks really
4
good.
months. She does. She looks
really
awesome.
Healthy. She's got all of her energy back by the looks of it. She's got her sense of humor.
Yeah, she's a great lady.
Her gift of gab. Everything's
so fun to have her back.
Everything's good with her. She's back in town. Tomorrow, Becky comes back to Roy. Roy will be back under supervision. So he won't be able to eat as much pizza as he wants, perhaps. However, tomorrow Becky comes back.
And everybody, the whole gang will be here, basically. Hello, Papa Smurf. How are you today? Thank you so much for joining us for a second week in a row.
Yep.
That's awesome of you.
Thank you so much.
Papa Smurf is a good friend of Carol's.
So much.
Carol's turning people on to us. Look at that.
Wow.
Boy, Carol.
Thank you, Carol.
What a good friend you are. You stay at the Hotel
Walmart. Yeah, right. Hey, you got any kind of goodies and supplies you need there, pretty much.
We just came from Walmart. And I swear we left home at 9:30 this morning, and we just got back. We got back here at, what was it, 2:30?
Yeah, it was crazy.
Oh, 2-ish? I don't know how it took us so long. Like, I don't understand. Like, what takes so long to shop?
We've decided that going to Parker, which is a larger city than Quartzsite by far, and it has, a couple of grocery stores and some restaurants and stuff. But anyways, we've decided to go in there. You might as well just call it a whole day.
A day.
Even though it's not that far. It's 70 miles travel both ways, so that's not like crazy travel, but it just takes forever. We stopped at the post office. We went to Walmart.
Post office was locked, so I couldn't even get in, so didn't waste any time there.
And drove back, and we spent 9:30, 10, 5.5 hours on the road.
It's crazy. I miss Bob and Sue too, Cindy. Yes. I think Bob is burnt out. He had told us that when we saw him last year.
Yeah.
So he's just, it's a lot of work. It really is. And I think he's just done it for so many years.
Yeah.
300 miles a day wipes you out. Us too, Jane.
Wipes us out too, Jane. 250 to 300 is exactly what we're doing. And anything beyond that is too much.
Yeah, that's what we're doing too, is 300.
That's why it's going to take us like a month to get from here to New England. So we're going to also stop and see some people.
Right.
Yeah. Anyways, my week started out with severe pain in the tooth, a trip to Mexico, a denture adjustment, and I'm doing a lot better finally. I mean, I can't I'm not saying I can eat a prime rib or anything, but I've been eating with my teeth. I have to learn how to talk though, because I feel like I'm stumbling over my words because the upper dentures are, they feel huge. Let's just put it that way. But I'm getting used to them. I'm actually starting to enjoy eating and stuff. So the week started out in a lot of pain, man. I was a hurting dude.
We thought for sure he had a bone spur.
I thought,
in the center here.
I had like a bone sticking out that I thought.
It looked like a bone.
But then the dentist took a X-ray and didn't find anything, and it showed me that bone is there all the way around my whole jaw. It's just accentuated slightly there. So he took his Dremel and Dremeled the inside of the dentures and put them on, and it's been pretty good. I'll probably have to go back for another adjustment here in another week or so. We may be taking a friend of ours down to Mexico to go to some dental work. So she's got to have a couple of teeth pulled, and so that'll probably be long enough for me to go get my dentures done, and for Sue to get a massage, and for us to get molkas, and then by that time we can just head back.
Cindy said she can hear a difference between now and before dentures. Yeah, there's definitely. He teased his sister. So his sister got a partial. They teased her relentlessly because she did have a wicked lisp. And she had, I said it was for 6 months. She said, no, sir, it wasn't that long. But anyway, she had a wicked lisp for quite a while. And so he teased her terribly.
It was bad for a couple of weeks.
In fun, teased her terribly.
Yeah.
So now she keeps saying, how's your lisp? They keep saying, I don't have a lisp. So they've been going back and forth. You are partially correct. I am a friend of Captain Jack Scrappers.
Oh, Captain
That's
Jack.
how I met Carol. Yes,
We hear
Captain Jack. right.
Captain Jack bought himself an RV of some sort and is heading back down here if he's not even around here.
Is that true?
Somebody said that he may be in Arizona somewhere at this point, or at least on his way. If anybody knows where Captain Jack actually is, just
Papa
let us know.
Smurf, do you know where he's
We
at?
haven't had a chance to go onto his channel and find out. So
Takes time to heal and get used to the
Yeah.
dentures.
Yeah.
Tony says.
yeah, a lot of time.
It'll be 2 weeks Tuesday.
My
So it's not been that long.
my eye teeth, like if I push way up here, I can feel where the eye tooth came out. So it's pretty traumatic. It really is. I've been through worse at the dentist, though. Trust me, I really have. The day I got multiple crowns, extractions, and 3 root canals in one day, that was the worst day of dentist that I ever had. The hardest part of this whole thing really was the thought of it. Really, once you get numb, I mean, I was surprised all my teeth were out. I just keep my eyes closed, so I don't know what the heck's what's going on. And so I opened my eyes once at the dentist when the dentist went in to pull a tooth, and he went in with the same pair of pliers that I had at work. Since then, I've learned not to really open my mouth.
Your eyes.
I mean, my eyes.
You have to have your mouth open.
And I've learned not to open my mouth at times too.
Well,
but
sometimes.
well, not always.
Diane said that Captain Jack is headed this way, and Papa Smurf said he'll be there eventually. So he's on his
cool.
way, heading this direction.
Very cool.
So Jane said, when I was navigating with hubby, I'd push for 350, but now that I'm behind the wheel, I get 300. Then I'm as tired as Merton after dinner.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, I guess Captain Jack is meandering. That's the best way to do it. He's out running the streets wild. What is he in? Is he in his truck with the camper on the back? Is he in his bus? What is he in?
I heard he bought some sort of an RV, a van off of his son or something. I heard.
What's the story, guys?
Just rumor.
What can we expect to see Captain Jack show up?
Yeah,
in
he's
this
out
year?
running the streets wild, all right. Yeah, he is.
What can we expect to find
He is,
him?
he is a character.
He's fun. Oh, he bought a van. Okay, so we heard that correctly.
Cool.
Awesome. So he's coming in a
Cool.
van this year.
Yeah.
Truck, I think. Oh, see? So Diane said truck.
Well,
Papa
van's
Smurf says van.
Technically, a van's a truck, I should.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's good. Good for him. He came in a
white panel van.
white.
Okay.
He came last year in a pickup truck, and when he got here, it was like this. It was not like this. It was like this when he got here, and then the chassis broke, and then his gas tank fell out. Was dragging on the road.
He had a wicked hard time.
He had a
poor
hard
guy.
time. He ended up buying an older Chevy pickup to meander back with. I think he still has it. The last I heard. I
Well,
don't
the poor
know.
thing, before he even got home, then he had a heart attack. So he had a tough year last year.
I got to give Captain Jack credit. He lives life to the fullest.
He
That's
does.
for sure. The
He
guy.
does.
The guy knows how to live life to the absolute fullest and have a lot of fun.
Yeah, Diane, it's hard to keep up with Jack, so it's easy to forget.
It is hard.
The man's everywhere.
Yeah. Never forget last year, me and my friend George, being with G, was driving through Parker. There was Captain Jack in the middle of the parking lot with a bunch of teenagers around him talking to him. Like, there he is. He's like, yeah, you never know.
Papa Smurf, you are correct. He did have a very bad luck last year. So hopefully this year's got to be upward and onward, because he definitely had a tough one last year.
Yeah.
With his health and everything.
I didn't even
So-
cut it for even coming down in
I
that front,
know.
really, because he only had second speed after a while because his transmission was blowing. So he had to travel side streets, or he'd wind his motor out on the highway. So it was taking him a lot longer.
Time.
But I can guarantee you, he saw more of the country
Oh yeah, I bet.
traveling side streets than we ever see on the
Guaranteed.
highway. We found that out a couple of times. If you get on some of these old state roads,
Oh, they're beautiful.
they're beautiful.
You get to see the
yeah,
actual towns
Pretty
you're
much
going
go
through.
through some towns. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's slower, but if you're in no rush, it's kind of worth it.
Totally.
I took him on this with 53 with a 53-foot rig and never felt like I was on roads that were too small or anything. Yes, Jane, Stephen Oakley
Yeah.
is still here. Matter of fact, last night we
They'll be here for
had
10 days.
we had lunch, we had supper with them, and Roy and Becky was there, and Tim from CR View, and Gracie and Crystal and Box
Box
Bandy, and they were all
And
there.
Moorbang
And
Buck.
Tim from Moorbang
Yeah.
Via Box came by and brought food for everybody, so we all had a little bit of a of a shindig.
Oki said she wants to rescue a puppy again. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if he heard about devil dogs having puppy Boston Terriers, but
Yeah, I don't know if you heard that
I
part,
don't know
Steve.
if you know that.
And he must have, because that's why he's putting that. She wants
Yeah,
to rescue a
yeah,
puppy.
So,
Yeah.
But-
Oh, Dan's back. Thank you, Dan, for coming to join us again.
Lorna,
Hello, Lorna. How are you?
I was wondering if you'd come today.
Tim didn't make egg rolls. He bought egg rolls, but they were really good ones. He bought egg rolls and he bought some sandwiches and he bought some po soup, which Steve's here, so Steve will correct me if I'm saying
Yeah,
that
how do you
wrong.
say that soup, Steve? While you're here, I'm sorry, we couldn't remember. We can never remember anything. Tim didn't make egg rolls. He bought egg rolls at a Vietnamese store,
But they were very good.
which they say was good, but they say not quite as good as his. So
Tony said he should pop up. I think he meant pop up there next week.
yeah,
sometime. Awesome.
yeah. We'll be around. You know where we are.
Tony's a great guy.
We have a place right over here for you.
Pho is see, I can have a po.
Right.
You said it. I said it correctly. Look at that po. Okay.
But
Thank you,
I
Steve.
think it's pronounced po though, but I don't know.
No, I said it right. Po.
Oh, you said it correctly.
That's what he said.
Okay.
Po.
Oh, I didn't see that you said it correctly, Paul. Okay.
Yay! Look at that.
But
once.
it's good stuff.
It's good. Yeah, we're gonna have that for
We're gonna
supper
have that for supper. We got a bunch of it. Steve and Oki got a bunch of it. We got a bunch of it.
It was a fun time.
We all had a blast. We had the dogs became famous last night because they got to spend quite a while on one of
Steve's live.
Steve's lives, and Steve's getting famous because he's got almost 1 million views. And I was riding around here in the town of Quartzsite. I've seen his stickers on a couple of cars already. So, Steve's really getting to be a famous guy. I was teasing him last night. I said, as soon as he hits 1 million, he's not going to have nothing to do with us. So he's going to be way up like that. And of course, that's not true. But yeah.
See, how you said this, Tim ate egg rolls, Jane. They were good egg rolls too. So, Lorna, you going to see the reopened Catholic Cathedral room soon? Huh? You'll have to let us know what that is. If I can, yeah, she's gonna go. Okay. We'll have to check out what that is about. Yes, Tim and Roy were fed too, and Gracie and Crystal
and Roy and
us and
Box Bandy and
Box
us.
Bandy, yeah. Oh, Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris. Oh, okay. Is that just reopened? Do they redo it, and that's what the deal is? We don't watch the news
I
anymore.
thought they had a fire over there or something.
Is that what it was?
I'm
A
not really
fire?
sure, but the Notre Dame church in our area that was named Notre Dame burned down to
It
the
burned
ground.
down many years ago.
It was horrible. It was a beautiful
It was a
church.
beautiful old church, yeah.
And they were welding up in the steeple, and some sparks got down in the wall, and it started on fire.